Hello and welcome to D&D Live.
Yeah!
High Rollers. Sorry, I was put off by Brian doing a countdown for us. It's so unusual, I'm not used to it. Welcome. If you've never heard of us before, we are the High Rollers. We're a D&D group from the UK, if you couldn't tell by our accents. And we stream via the Yogscast Twitch. And we've been doing D&D streams for over 3 years now.
Wow.
Over 3 years.
3 years?
This very special stream at D&D Live 2019 is the prologue episode to a brand new mini-series we're going to be doing in collaboration with D&D. That's going to be over on our channel with twitch.tv/Yogscast, as well as many others. I am the Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes. Joining me, we have Chris Trott.
Hello.
Katie Morrison.
Hi.
Rhiannon Gower.
Hello.
And Tom Hazel,
Hello.
who's put in no effort whatsoever like me.
What? What do you mean?
Compared to the other three,
The
Yeah.
outfits are incredible.
So welcome guys, so glad to be here. Hopefully if you're an existing High Rollers fan, thank you for joining us. If you're brand new, welcome to our little bit of madness. For this brand new mini-series that we're going to be doing, we are going to be returning to our very first live-streamed campaign.
Say what?
Which ended last year.
Yeah.
It's called Lightfall, and the players will be coming back as their level 15 characters. So you're actually going to see some pretty high-level play this time around.
Yep.
Shall we get things going? I've
Yeah,
got a little
rock
bit
and
for you to
roll.
introduce your characters a bit later on.
Nice.
Sure.
Should we just get going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
It's been 3 years since the fall of the Worm King, Korak. 3 years since the Cloud Giant Princess Felania nearly destroyed the free city of Talis Val. 3 years since the Vampire Lord Karen Blackhearth was slain and the Kingdom of Greybell freed. The heroes who performed these mighty deeds have been living in relative peace ever since. Why don't you guys tell us, with the exception of Rhiannon, who will be joining in a little bit later, why don't you go around and tell us, introduce your characters and tell us what you've been doing for 3 years in the world of Iraq. Starting
Shall
with
I
Cam.
start?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so I'm playing Cam Buckland, which is the best player and player character of this entire team.
No.
And he is a plain old human now. He used to be a really cool Lightborn, which is a subclass that Humes made up. But I lost that in the story. Sorry, spoilers. And now
It's been a year.
I'm married off
Yep.
with Morella, who's now an Arsimar.
Yep.
We went to Arborea for a little fling. We got married. We found a small child in the woods, orphan child in the woods, and we took them on as our own. So the past 3 years, I've been growing a healthy dad bod, and
Just quit the adventuring life.
quit the adventuring life. I'm
Uh-huh.
now a full-time dad, full-time gut producer.
So gut, beard.
It's like full Thor in Endgame.
Yeah, so you've done 4 in Endgame. Spoilers
Yeah.
if you've not seen it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you kept any of your treasures, any of the things, or is that all gone?
I've been peddling them for funds for my child.
Okay.
So
College fund and stuff like that.
we're just going up and selling big grapes, that kind of stuff, or just eating the grapes.
You couldn't
as
find
well.
a character sheet, could you?
Nope. So I sold off all my equipment, and that's what I'm
That's
living
where
with
we're
now.
at today.
Right.
Katie,
Yeah.
who are you playing and what have you been doing for 3 years?
I am playing an elf called Elora Galanadel. She is a moon elf, so she's got sort of a bluish tint to her skin, long sort of lilac hair. She's a druid, and sort of for the past 3 years, I think what she's been doing is so her mission overall was to reunite elven spires. So there's lots of different elven spires in this world, and they sort of retreated into the Feywild. And what she's been doing for the past 3 years is not only finding the ones that we haven't found already, but connecting them via like getting Nilistri to connect them via teleportation circles and trying to sort of just unite the elven people.
Being a diplomat, like an emissary.
Yeah.
You've been
Yeah.
like living the life of a formal diplomat, a
Yeah,
royal
definitely.
diplomat.
Yeah, so
okay.
she has been ruling the Moon Spire and just connecting the elven people.
Okay,
That's what she's doing.
good. Rhiannon, we'll come back to you in a little bit of time to
Excited.
introduce you.
Yeah.
Tom, who are you playing and what have you been doing for 3 years?
I am playing Reynard Ferrelhorn, a famous ranger in all of Talis Val and Iraq, and I think now
that is true.
That's true.
It
That's
is 100%
official.
true. You are all known heroes.
Yeah, I mean, when first Reynard joined the group, he was pompous and charismatic and basically a liar. But now he has retreated to his post as the leader of Greybell, which we saved at the end of the last campaign.
Yeah.
And after receiving the Leadership for Dummies book, I think he's now learned what it is to be a true leader and has taken that post and is ruling kindly and fairly to all of the people of the now cleaned up Greybell.
Yeah, the undead city that was kind of taken over by this vampire. You've cleaned it up.
Yes.
I think your formal title was like Steward of Greybell, because it wasn't like a king or anything like that. I mean, you can, if you want to change it, if Reynard in 3 years has gone, no, I'm the king now.
I know, he wanted to be the rightful ruler of Greybell, and whatever that takes.
Yeah, I think so it's an elected position.
Yes,
and
exactly.
The title for it is Steward of Greybell.
I'll take the title. Sure.
Do it.
You are looking after the people and the city, and that is an elected position.
And I feel like
a prime minister.
His entire posture has also changed. Where before he was hands on hips, chest like protruding and just massive grin, he's now looking much more noble and actually like he's earned that.
Any
that
physical
position.
changes? Like, has he
So he had that tiny little moustache before. I think now it's finally blossomed into this full beard, full moustache, and he looks spectacular. And he knows it, of course.
Dapper.
Okay. It's also been 3 years since your friend and adventuring companion, Trelemar Aleth, a drow warlock, made a pact with Asmodeus to save your lives and turn the tide in the siege of Talis Val. Your last memories of him flicker in your memory, a sudden blur of motion as he brings a knife to his hand, cuts it, and in a flash of fire and light, he vanished before your eyes without a trace, with no idea of where he was or what had happened to him. It is auspicious that on the anniversary of the siege of Talis Val, of the day that Trelemar vanished, a strange tiefling woman arrives at Champion's Hold in Talis Val and asks to speak with the companions of Trelemar Aleth, claiming to know where he is, and more importantly, how to free him from his contract. You have all been sent, wherever you were in the world, you were contacted by the Guild Council of Talis Val, who have sent you a missive saying, return to Champion's Hold, someone wishes to speak to you, they know of Trelemar. I'm assuming you will answer the call. Go on.
I do.
Yes.
But I forgot it was because of that. I was actually just going to Champion's Hold to try and peddle more stuff.
Okay. So you've arrived trying to sell off what few little treasures you have left.
Rusted dagger.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got left.
Okay. Elora?
Yeah, no, she would be there. She would be there soon, and she would remember why she was going.
Okay.
Definitely.
And Reynard as well?
Yeah, I mean, is his brother still in charge of the guild masters and all of that as well?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, because it was
It was.
well,
which one was it?
Not Felton. No, Felton.
Felton was a mage. He became a mage in Champion's Hold, so he took over as like one of the master mages.
And then there was Baldur, and also Arthur.
Arthur Farahorn.
Yes.
Yes.
So
So in fact, actually, I believe it would have been Arthur that sent the missives to all of you.
Oh, in that case, I'd probably answer it immediately. But it's just like, I don't want to talk to him again.
Well, I think your brother has changed over 3 years as well.
Yeah,
where,
I imagine
where
I have
once
as
he was
well.
constantly living in your shadow, he's now become his own man and seen the heroics that you performed have somewhat inspired him.
Yeah. So it's a return to my family as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
When you arrive at Champion's Hold, you are met by a young man who bears a resemblance to an old advisor of yours, Giles Woodcroft, who was a member of the guild, the council guild. His son Benson arranges to meet with you and leads you to a suite, your old suite, in fact, where you used to stay and where you would make plans in Talis Val. Cam, you are led in, and I think Benson probably is like, yes, we'll discuss the matter of selling the trinkets. Perhaps a little later, Mr. Buckland. There's someone.
Honestly, I need money right now.
There will be money coming. There will be money coming.
We have got any food, by the way, like grapes.
We have grapes already there.
Perfect.
Your love of the grapes has been noted and passed through to the new servants.
Cheers. Honestly,
Okay,
have you got any drinks?
Yes. Is there?
Sorry, I phased out for a minute there.
Is there any preference?
It's just alcoholic. Wine?
Right, yes,
wine.
Wine, yes,
Wine would
yes.
be good.
Wine can be served.
Wine would be great. Thank you.
And you are all led through into your old suite. Sitting delicately on the edge of a lounge chair is a tiefling woman. She has ruddy red skin, ornate and immaculate white robes, and dark hair streaked with grey. She's stroking her horns with one hand, whilst the other cuddles a small, rather ugly-looking bat nestled on her shoulder. Perhaps more ominously, standing behind her is another woman.
Right.
Rhiannon, do you want to describe what you look like?
Yeah. So I am quite well built, but also kind of slender human woman with very long, almost kind of dripping wet black hair. I have a very sort of solemn, glum look with very dark eyes, with like dripping black eye makeup, and like.
I wonder what that looks like.
And I wonder. And I have like no pupils. My eyes are just pure white.
Oh, really?
And then I have like dark black robes with a dark black breastplate on, and like leather armor with a long sword behind my back, and 4 skeletons just standing around.
About those.
And 4 skeletons that they're all in full plate armor.
No
Full plate
colours
armour.
Full
at
plate
all.
armor, just.
So, and
Wow.
so a couple of points. So the sword on her back is a katana. So it's an unusual sword for most of you. You've rarely
Yeah.
seen blades like this. And there are 9 runes etched down. And I forgot, Rhiannon, we forgot to roll to see. So 2 of them are lit up.
Nice, cool.
So 2 of
9
these
runes,
runes
okay.
are glowing red, and then
What?
the other are dulled.
Right.
And it's this long blade of black obsidian. And behind her, these 4 skeletons are dressed in like heroic but old, like almost ancient armor that's just kind of falling apart, but is still kind of covering their body. Kind of like the drow gear from Skyrim kind of thing. These like old, hunkered, but they're carrying these blades and bows on their backs, and they're just stood directly behind her, unmoving.
Who is the most attractive in the room
Reynard.
Oh, I'm in there, am I?
that Cam would be interested in?
Probably the tiefling lady she's obviously older, but there is definitely an air of grace, and she has this kind of otherworldly beauty about her.
Okay.
Because
Just checking.
or Elora, but I imagine that Cam wouldn't be interested.
No, it's been too.
You've been traveled
No.
for too long with Elora, I think.
She knows too much.
And as you all enter, the tiefling woman kind of looks up. The companions of Tremar Leith, you have arrived. I believe there is one more. She has not arrived yet.
Oh yeah, the Trelemar. Hey guys.
It's
Oh.
been far too long, everybody.
Elora,
Wow, you
Rainy.
remembered.
Reynard.
bold rainy boy.
Reynard. Cam,
God,
Reynard.
it's good to see you. I'll be back in a minute.
Sure.
Elora's gonna just run and give Reynard a big hug.
Yeah, and I'll
'cause-
return that. I think initially it would be like a handshake, but then like, no, wait, no.
No,
There's definitely a hug
it's
situation.
a hug. It's
Yeah,
a
I'll
hug.
join in with that in a minute. Where's the food? Where's the food? Anyone seen?
There is a tray of food laid out on like a side table.
You
Glasses
still-
I
of
am.
wine.
Podgy.
I've
Great.
separated some grapes for you, Cam.
You have?
Yes, of
Are
course.
you
Ah.
still are you still just as obsessed with grapes as before?
Yeah, I mean, even more so now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. And you can put, apparently wine's made of it.
Yes.
Did you know that? So now I
Yes.
can drink Andy at the same
Yeah.
time.
Perfect.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Okay.
Look,
That's
I'm
how
going to
that
put
works.
some grapes in the wine.
Oh,
My
Right.
apologies. There is something of an urgent matter to discuss with you. I thought that this council had messaged you about your companion, the Trelemar.
Juto? Oh, Trelemar? Yes. Well, it's been 3 years. We haven't heard anything from him since then.
She kind of strokes her horns a little bit more. Yes, the other one, Juto, your tiefling friend.
Juto, I
I've
remember
heard from
Juto.
her. But she is supposed to be arriving soon.
Well,
Cam, are you
traveling
drunk
from
now?
I've been drunk this past 3 years.
Excellent.
Right.
Good to
Well,
know.
Allow me
Juto
to-
is probably traveling all the way from Brasaris. It'll take her some time, I
Ah.
imagine.
That is far away in your world?
In our world?
Yes.
In this world?
Yes.
Yes, it's quite far away.
What
Allow
is
me
your
to-
world?
Well, first let me introduce my bodyguard, Ausra.
Yeah.
This is Ausra, and she points to the dark woman behind her. Please do not let her traveling companions frighten you. They are quite harmless.
Oh, the
Uh,
skeletons? Honestly, it's fine.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Do you travel with skeletons often?
They are my good friends. Such good friends. I hope we can be friends.
Um,
I'm a bit scared.
Hi.
I'm not sure we caught your name. What was it?
My apologies. My name is Silvera Savakas.
Silvera. You trust Alzra?
Oh, very much so, yes. Not only is she a most competent fighter and bodyguard,
Right.
she is also a chosen of the Raven Queen, a goddess I believe that your world is familiar with.
Well, yes.
Rings a bell.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes, the Raven Queen has called me to assist you, I believe.
And you know where Trelemar is?
It is a slightly complicated manner. I come from a world called Toril, a place that some refer to as the Forgotten Realms, particularly some cities around there. It is somewhat of a long story, but I came into the possession of this. And she reaches into a fold of her robes, and from it she pulls a tattered silver mask, cracked and broken, with 3 gemstones, 2 for eyes and 1 in the forehead.
Cam's eyes light up.
And she places the broken mask on a small table in front of her.
Where did you possibly retrieve this item?
This mask was recovered from the scene of a battle in my world. A young soldier, a girl called Rhea, was trying to bring information about a terrible, fiendish plot from the Hells. She was bringing it to heroes of our world, but she was struck down before she could arrive. She was struck down by a creature called a Hell Knight, a powerful mortal turned fiend in the service of a demonic contract. During the battle, strangely, against character, the Hell Knight appeared to just discard this mask upon the ground. It made its way into my service. Using divination spells, I looked into its past. I know that it is called the Shroud of Eyes, an artifact of your world.
I thought I recognized that.
And it
That
once,
looks familiar.
It once belonged to a warlock, a drow, Trelemar Alith.
Yes.
Through it I saw you, and you, and you, and the one you called Juto. I saw your various adventures and travels.
Did I look good in the past?
You looked better than you look now, sir.
I'm going to walk up to one of the skeletons and kind of rub the chest plate and check my reflection.
Excuse me, no.
No, what? Reflections are free.
He
No.
doesn't really understand boundaries sometimes,
Hey, you.
but I'm sorry if he offended your friends.
The skeleton just looks at Cam with these glowing, smoldering red eyes.
Hey, buddy. What's your name? Eric? John? Paul?
Oh, do they have names?
They do have names.
What are their names?
This one on the left is Conquest. Next to
Conquest.
him stands Famine.
Right.
And then Pestilence is over here.
Okay.
And this is War.
War.
They're
Okay.
wonderful
Okay.
friends. Please do
Okay.
not touch them. They're my friends.
Just looking at my reflection. I didn't mean to offend your
You
skeleton.
look awful. It's fine. Don't worry.
She is quite
Wow.
she is quite right. You are not the man that I saw in my visions.
I mean, I don't have to be here. Honestly,
Oh.
is anyone willing to trade some stuff? I'm going to get a satchel out and just start pouring through some just bits of bread, a rusted dagger. It's like, has anyone got any coin for this stuff? I've got,
Where is all of your equipment?
huh?
Where is Nimbus? Where's...
Nimbus.
Yes.
Oh, that got a good price. Like 50 gold,
Good
I think.
price.
50 gold?
I think I paid about 3,000 for that for you.
You did? Oh, man, I got had.
If coin is what you require, Mr. Buckland, coin can be arranged. I thought that you would be more concerned for the fate of
Whoa,
your
this
friend.
pays?
Yes. Can you please tell us how we can get to Trelemar?
Well, there's some things you must understand. I believe that the Hell Knight that dropped the mask is Trelemar Alith. The contract he made with Asmodeus changed him, warped him into a tool, a weapon to be used. Time fluctuates differently between the planes, the space between worlds, and in the Hells particularly. In my world, Asmodeus rose to godhood several hundred years ago. When he did so, his contracts were passed out to other lieutenants, other archdevils in his service. I believe your friend Trelamar's contract has fallen to another devil, one who plans something terrible in my world, a plot that I've not quite yet worked out. But I do believe there is a way to save him. Asmodeus was a foe that you could have never have hoped to defeat, but if his contract has passed to a lesser devil, well, there are ways that you can obtain the contract, finding something that this devil is afraid of, perhaps learning their true name, or finding something that can destroy the contract itself. I can take you to my world, which has access to the 9 hells, where I believe Trelamar is stationed, in a place called Avernus, the first layer of the hells.
Well, we have to go and get him. We can't leave him there. He's been in hell for 3 years. And he
I'm
did it
afraid
because of
that
us.
He has been in hell for far longer. As I said, time works differently there. It has been several centuries.
He probably doesn't want to come back, you know? How much is it paying?
I believe that he does. I believe that some small part of his humanity dropped this mask on purpose so that it could be found. But it will pay. I will make sure that my world sees you properly compensated.
How much are you talking?
We'll name a price.
2 bajillion million gold.
Cam, this is Trelamar we're talking about.
He sacrificed
Remember the
Yeah,
sacrifice.
1 second.
Right.
2 bajillion million.
You will be paid a fair sum, a king's ransom.
I'll just whisper to her, if you just say yes, he can't really count very well anyway.
Ah, yes.
2 jillion it is.
This is the best deal. Where are we going?
To the hells.
Okay.
To the hells. Well,
And how...
Giant Queen Falania, Tyrant Korak, Trelamar Elite.
He sacrificed himself for us. We have to find him. Juto would want to too, if she was here.
Yeah.
I have a way to transport you back to our world, Toril, and to the city called Baldur's Gate. I am not a powerful spellcaster, but I know many rituals. I can send you there.
Don't worry. I think we have that covered.
You have never traveled to my world before.
I've been to Arborea. I've been to, different planes. It's easy.
But surely you must have something which allows you to reach such places, the divining rods.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that I do not have such a thing. It is a unique spell that can transport you to another material plane.
Yep. I knew that. I knew that.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Your friend Juto, I am happy to remain behind, and if you travel with Alzra to Baldur's Gate, I will find you with Juto.
And Alzra, are you of her world or ours?
I am also of a different world.
Okay.
I am from the city of Arm.
What?
Arm.
Have you forgotten the name?
City is called Arm.
Right, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
I say from. I was there against my will. I was forced to fight. I killed my sister.
Oh.
Okay,
I had to.
yay.
You killed your sister?
I was forced to.
Sibling rivalry, am I right?
I know.
Yes.
Always happens.
I escaped the gladiatorial realm and I was traveling. And then Silvera found me and took me here to help you.
Right.
That's a lot of stuff to
You-
go through. Maybe we can.
Unpack this on the journey.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it would be a bit
Just
of a
want to
trek.
get all that out of the way.
Brilliant. I don't have any dark secrets. Anyone willing to share? Quick, please.
Honestly, I've got nothing.
Well, there was the time that you were nearly cursed into becoming a werewolf. That seems quite tragic and sad.
I
Oh,
guess.
that is
How do
terribly
you know that?
tragic.
The mask showed me.
Oh, of course, yeah. Oh,
How
Pretty
tragic.
voyeuristic that you'd
Yeah, but
look at me like this without my
Oh,
consent.
such tragedy.
She just stares at you. There are no words. She just stares. So, are you ready?
I believe so.
yes.
I will transport you to the city of Baldur's Gate. From there, you should make your way to the Temple of Kelemvor. Inside, there is an ancient portal that will lead to a demiplane connected to the River Styx. Alzra knows the way. I've already spoken to the priests there, and they will allow you passage.
So,
If you have any questions, please, now is the time to ask.
I've got a 2-year-old, and is there like a nursery in hell? that I can like take him?
No.
So I've got to.
I'm sure
I
that
would-
someone in Champion's Hold would take care of the child.
Yeah.
We know people here.
Yeah, not made so many friends in the past couple of years.
What about Mirella?
Morella will be fine. It's
Fine?
just, she can't always be burdened with the kid, and she's
Right.
got a life too.
I'm concerned that you have a kid and you're calling it a burden at the moment.
He-
but that's
he's a
another
nightmare right now.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Yeah, terrible twos. It's
I'm
happened.
more concerned that Cam has found someone he cares about and is actually thinking for once about other people.
That's a good thing.
I would not recommend taking a 2-year-old to hell. It will be a very dangerous and morally testing place.
You haven't been in my marriage.
Wow. Wow.
I morally test her every day.
I'm sure you do, Mr.
Yeah,
Buckland.
I'm a real problem. I'll admit that. I'm a problem. That's why I drink.
Admitting it is the first step to resolution.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this will sort me out.
I believe a trip to hell will certainly it will certainly scare you into the right place.
Well, then.
Well, you really
let's
convinced me.
go.
Do you have any more questions?
No? I'm going to pick up the grapes from the and just give them to Cam and be like, here you go, for the journey.
I'm
Just
just like looking beyond now at like.
he's thoroughly distracted, and I would be best.
Very well. I will require some space, somewhere with a lot of open air to cast the portal. I would not wish to conjure it in here. Do you
Right.
have somewhere you could recommend?
We could swing by our place. It's out in the wilderness.
It's maybe a bit too far.
Wait, you have a home?
You could use the walking with plants thing. When we go in a flower and we come out the other side.
We can just go outside and tell us Val. I'm sure there's an area.
I've got to
maybe
tell
in
the wife that I'm leaving to hell.
Okay, go do that.
And I got to somehow tell
Okay.
me. I won't tell a kid.
Right.
Nah, she's too young for that.
Okay.
Is there any more wine?
Alzra, I'm beginning to worry that we've perhaps made a mistake with this one. She just subtly gestures to
Oh, no,
These
it's
other
okay.
two seem very competent.
We've heard this a lot, trust
Yeah.
me. He is
Yeah.
a great ally.
I'm a great
you
ally.
are. He is aware that you will be facing legions of devils, the worst that the hells can offer.
He's very
Balor.
aware.
You haven't met Juto, man. Am I right?
I mean, he,
Am
has,
I
he
right?
has a point. Yeah, up
Reynard?
top. There we go.
Boom.
I'm
Boom.
telling her you
Whoa.
said that when she
Oh,
gets
my
here.
armpits
Yeah, no,
really
I
smell.
smell that from here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He is aware. He makes plans on the fly. We
He is
Make-
a competent spellcaster, or he was. I don't know. It's been 3 years.
Whoa. Look behind you.
Don't look
I'm
behind
going to
you.
invoke duplicity
She
behind you.
doesn't look behind her.
Honestly, it took a lot of energy for me to do that. And that's now a whole day for that to
brilliant.
come back.
Well
All
done.
right,
Well done, Cam.
you look great, by the way. Great. What a waste.
Right.
What a waste.
So, do we wish to head to Mr. Buckland's family home?
Yes, please. Yes,
Okay.
please.
I
Just
suppose
briefly,
so.
and then we can just put the ritual circle in the kids' room, and it'll be fine.
How far
Does
is
Miss
it?
Juto know your family home? I will have to meet her somewhere.
Yeah, she knows. Yeah.
Can we not just
I
go
mean-
into the courtyard of Champion's Hold?
Either that or
seems a
maybe the
simpler solution.
Ferrahorn family estate. We've
there
all been
we go.
there.
Yes.
Can
Let's
the,
go there.
Can the Fairhorn send a message to my wife?
Absolutely.
Compromise.
Do
Then I
you-
don't have to face it.
Do you know your address? What is it? Just in the middle of a forest?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
They certainly can try.
Very well. Let us head off.
Let's.
Alzra, are your friends ready?
Yes, I think they're ready.
Excellent. You travel through the streets of Talis Val. You are all regarded as heroes. There are some curious glances sent in the direction of Alzra and her 4 traveling skeletons.
Yeah.
However, as they are traveling with Reynard Fairhorn, Steward of Greybell, legendary hero, Princess Alora Galanadel of the Moonspire, very well known, and some sort of man that seems to be traveling with them, who's dressed a bit like Cam Buckland, I guess. Definitely doesn't look like him
The
anymore.
belly is showing.
Like it's like a midriff, like the
Yeah.
shirt's rises.
I've got damp
It's just up a
patches
bit.
Oh,
in the
no.
armpits, and I'm burping all the time.
You make your way back out towards the Ferryhorn estate. A beautiful mansion surrounded by high walls, beautifully engraved guards in a red and yellow livery patrol the outsides. And you make your way inside. And Silvera looks around like, yes. I do not wish to perform the ritual in your state. It can sometimes cause a little destruction to the area around it. Is there a garden or perhaps somewhere outside the walls?
Yes, I mean, there's plenty of gardens.
Oh, yes. Well, that would be lovely.
Anywhere will do.
Very well. So she'll follow Reynard. I'm assuming you lead the group to somewhere.
Just some secluded area. I
like
suppose.
maybe like a beautiful fountain garden, like a little statue of Reynard.
Oh, I forgot I had that commissioned. Yeah. That one.
No, maybe Baldur. It's probably a fountain of
Oh,
Baldur.
that would be
yeah.
nice.
A memorial
In
fountain.
memoriam, yeah.
Yeah.
With his, it would be his axe as well that was placed against it.
So it's literally he's like holding it or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, like this lumberjack's axe.
Yeah.
I forgot how good you had it, Rainy. Real
Well,
good.
I don't actually know how good you have it. I didn't even know you managed.
Pretty good, man.
Really?
Free life. I can pee anywhere.
Can you?
Yeah.
Please
I mean,
don't.
you did
Yeah.
that anyway, anywhere.
Yeah, and now
So-
I can do it at home
Great.
in a tree.
Fantastic. I'm so happy for you, Cam.
Thanks, man.
I'm really looking
Fascinating.
forward to Juto getting here,
Yes.
honestly. Because you might like Juto actually.
Juto.
Yeah, our friend. She's a tiefling.
more
I-
friends.
Yeah,
Oh.
Allies.
She's not a skeleton. She's a tiefling.
Oh, so she kind of she has the horns, the nice
Yeah.
little. Oh, we'll see more of those when we go down to the River Styx. Lots
They are
of people
going
with
to make
horns down there.
Fast friends.
Okay.
It's very exciting.
Shall we go?
Let's go.
The ritual will take me some time to complete. I'm not a spellcaster in your nature. Alzra, you'll protect me while I cast the spell in case anything happens.
Of course.
I should warn you that sometimes casting the spell can attract attention from otherworldly beings.
Not scared.
always, but sometimes.
Right.
I'm a famous
Okay.
She
spellcaster.
begins drawing out a large ritual circle on the ground with crystals, like a powdered crystal. She flips open a book. The bat flops off her, kind of flies off of her shoulder and begins kind of patrolling around. I mean, you see its eyes kind of blaze red for a second
Ooh.
as it begins flying around. She begins conjuring this spell, and you can begin to see space itself begins to warp and bend and shift in the middle of this portal. But then you hear a loud crack, as if the air itself was split. And above you, a flaming ring
Oh.
erupts, and through it descends two large armored devils, large wings with a pair of curved sweeping horns, each clutching a flaming pitchfork in their hands, begin to fly down. Glimpsing past them, you can see a large, bloated, green humanoid creature.
Oh.
Disrupt the ritual. Kill all the interlopers and the tiefling. They cannot be allowed to return. And then the portal shuts.
Oh.
Whoa.
The portal did shut.
The portal.
And that would be a roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. That's a bad roll. Do I have advantage on initiative?
I don't believe so.
Start.
Nat 20.
Oh, nice.
20 straight away.
So
Cool.
Cam,
21.
21, Elora,
13.
Alzra,
23.
and Reynard.
9.
Okay.
I used to have
So-
advantage on this.
How am I so fast?
Alzra, you see these two huge winged devils flying down. Dylan from Idle Champions is distracting me in the background. So you see these two huge horned devils, and you can see that they actually have like a metal face mask around their face and this dark black smoldering armor. And they are flying up in the air, and they look like they're about to fly down and start attacking the team. What would you like to do?
Okay, I would like to cast blindness and deafness on them at level 5.
Wow.
Level 5. Okay, so what
Yeah.
is this?
Oh,
So casting at level
man.
5, what does that mean?
So it means I can blind or deafen a foe, choose one creature that I can see within range,
Yeah.
and they have to make a con saving throw. If it fails, the target is either blinded or deafened, my choice, for
Yep.
the duration, and it's for a minute.
And
What?
if you cast it at 5th level, what does that do? Does that change it?
When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, you can target one additional creature for each slot above the second. So I can target both of them.
Oh, you could use a 4th level spell to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to target both of them,
Yeah.
right?
And I'll
Okay.
blind them both.
Okay, con saving throw, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is an 18 saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is 17.
17. So he passed. The first one passes.
Yep.
The second one rolled a 10.
Okay,
so
yeah.
you watch as this inky blackness. Like, what do you describe it? What
Yeah,
does the spell look
like inky black tendrils that just like come out of my hands and like wrap around their faces.
Oh, man.
So one of them manages
Nice.
to reach up
Cool.
a clawed red hand and pulls the blackness from its face, throwing it down. But the other one doesn't. It's like pulling at it, but it kind of sticks and begins wrapping around its head. Ah! And it starts speaking in a guttural language. Vaskorlugath, as it's like trying to desperately claw away at it. Yeah, and like you've successfully blinded one of them, and it lasts for a
Awesome.
minute.
Yeah, a minute, yeah.
Wow. And
Wow.
do they get to saving throw, or is it just they're blinding for a minute?
They, at the end of its turns, they have to make a con saving throw.
Okay, so at the end of their next
Yeah.
turn, they get to make a save. Okay. So after, and would you like to move? So at the moment, they're just flying about, I'd
Yeah.
say like 60 feet above you, directly above you.
I like to, just as a bonus action, just like command my skeletons just to stay back.
Okay, so you send them back. a
Yeah,
little
send
bit.
them back for a minute.
Okay, yeah, they move about 30 feet back and begin forming like a line,
Yeah.
like a defensive line. Okay. After Alzar, we have Cam Buckland.
I'm gonna suddenly panic,
Okay.
fart.
So you let out a long, loud fart.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not even
Let
like a
those go.
tiny little.
What classy humor you bring to our stream.
It's Cam Buckler, man. It's not me.
You've missed this, haven't you?
A little
Yeah.
bit. I'm rummaging. I'm gonna spend my whole turn rummaging through my sack to find a weapon. I
You got
think
a
I've
rusty dagger in
got
there.
a
right?
rusty dagger.
So you like pull out like hunks of bread, some cloth. There's like a scrap of like an old cloak you once had that's all like tattered
Oh, I
and
forgot about
shredded.
that. Nice.
Yeah, and then you pull out this rusty dagger, basically.
And then I'll do a little combat roll, but it's really bad.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Because, there's still some knowledge of what Cam used to be able to do in there.
Yeah.
So we'll let the dice decide.
23.
So I think, like, you go to do it, and then you're like, oh, wait, what if I can't? And you do it. But you actually do this, like, great little combat roll, and you kind of come up on your feet like, I still got it. Yeah,
Oh, see
the
that?
magic's still there. The devils look down at you. The blind one is just like, but the other one just looks down and shakes its head.
Okay.
Elora. I
Um,
rolled really bad initiative for these guys.
Really bad.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I am going to focus and sort of storm clouds start appearing above. I'm going to cast Call Lightning at 4th level.
So this dark grey clouds suddenly pull in from miles away, just above. You hear the peal of thunder.
Yeah. Is there a spot that I can get them both within 5 feet?
They're
or
large creatures, so
Sure.
no.
Okay, so
flying
the-
up in the air, you can just pick one.
Would the one that's blinded and deafened have disadvantage?
So normally I would check. However, the Acquisitions Incorporated DM screen doesn't have the conditions.
Okay.
It has other conditions,
Strange,
like
that.
turned into teeth, but it
Right.
doesn't
Well,
have the real ones.
It's a dexterity save.
I will give it disadvantage.
Okay, it's a
Okay.
dexterity save.
So the blinded
yes,
one, yeah?
please.
So with disadvantage, my lowest is a 16.
That is a fail.
Okay. Roll damage.
So that is 23 damage.
Okay, so we'll call B is the blinded one.
Sure.
And it was how much damage?
23.
And that what type of damage was
Lightning.
that? Lightning damage, which they are not immune to. Okay, so you watch as this bolt of blue-white hits with the blinded one. Not knowing where to dodge, it kind of turns in the air. It's struck in the back. Its wings kind of spread out wide as this lightning bolt hits it. And it just begins looking around furiously for the source of its pain, trying to locate it. Reynard.
So they're descending right now.
They're currently hovering about 60 feet above you.
Okay.
But it
so
looks like they're about to, like, dive bomb.
I'm going to pull from my back this ornate, glamorous crossbow, Wilhelm, and I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to use Ensnaring Strike.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that I'll sort of ensnare their wings.
Yep.
So that they.
Is it just one creature with Ensnaring Strike, or is it a point?
It's one creature, so they
Yeah.
have to make a save.
Okay. Are you gonna? Which one do you want to target?
So I want to target the blinded one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to double shot at that. With Ensnaring Strike,
Yep.
I'll do the
I think
shots
Ensnaring
first.
Strike is the first
First one to hit.
that hits. It
Yeah.
applies to. Yep, cool.
So
So
two
give me your first
shots.
attack. Are you sharpshootering?
Oh, yeah. Sharpshooting on both, so
Okay.
-5 to
Remember,
this.
you have to tell me. Just
Yes,
remember.
okay, so sharpshoot. All right, okay, I'm doing it. Natural 1 on that one.
Cool. Yep.
14 plus 13 minus 5, 27, 22.
22. So the first one was a 1,
Yeah.
Yes.
which
that's
even with your benefits is not going to hit. It
Well,
was-
it'd make a 9 if it.
yeah, and 22.
22.
Second one still hits. So the first one kind of sails wide.
Yeah.
But maybe it's like because you've not fired the
been
crossbow
a
in a
long
while, and you're like,
time.
I gotta set it in.
Yeah, I tweak the sight a little bit. There
And
we
this
go.
one, the bolt fly, and your spells are more like little devices, right? We always flavored it that like it's less magic and
Yeah,
more
so
like,
this is like a
it's like a-
bowler, so it's
so it
sort
like splits and
yeah,
Nice.
spins
and
up.
wraps around.
Okay,
rings.
amazing. So roll damage for me,
So
and
the
then remind
damage
me what Ensnaring
is-
Strike does.
1d8, 1d6 for thunder damage as well.
Yep.
So 8, 9, 15 plus 10 for sharpshooter, 26.
20.
No, sorry, 25.
Yeah.
And I guess you also need to now do a strength save on ensnaring strike.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That is only a 15.
Ooh.
Oh no, sorry, that
Cheers.
is actually a 19. He has plus 10 to strength.
15 would have passed as well.
save. Sorry.
So
19.
No, it doesn't quite. He breaks
Well,
out
it does.
straight
The
away.
bowlers wrap around the creature, this blinded creature, and it's kind of the wings contract for a second. It begins falling, but then it just and it snaps the bowler as the wings like pop out
Surely I-
basically. Okay,
Nice.
you're done.
I'm done. I don't think I need to do any movement. Maybe
Okay.
back up a bit, just
Yeah,
away
you can
from
back
everyone.
up 30 feet. Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. They look at the creatures look around. One of them remembers that you casted blindness, Alzra. So the one that's not blinded is infernal, like kind of Vosvar Vakta, and it dive bombs towards you. The other one, it descends to vaguely where it thinks the shot came from. But it's going to have disadvantage on any attacks against you because it's currently blinded.
Okay.
So Alzra, one of them swings down, and it makes 2 jabs with its trident, and then
Okay.
its tail comes whipping round as well. So it has 3 attacks.
Whoa.
Okay.
So the first pitchfork is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
The second pitchfork is a 27 to hit.
Yep.
So I'll roll these damages now.
Yikes.
God, I'm so not
Yeesh.
used to wearing a thing. So this is going to be... So for the first one, it is 5, 8, 14 points of damage.
Okay.
The second
Ouch.
one is going to be 7, 8, 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Piercing damage. So these 2 huge kind of like pitchforks, and they're so hot that it just kind of scalds through your armor as it cuts through.
Ugh.
And then
Ow.
its tail whips around as well.
Okay.
For that, a 12 to hit with that
No
one.
hit.
So that you can see that their tails are armed with this, like a barb, and there's this Icarus demon blood
Oh,
dripping off it. And as
cool.
it swings, you throw yourself to the side, bringing up the blade, you knock it away as the
Nice.
tail whips down towards it.
Nice.
Reynard, the other one flies down to you, and it's going to try the same thing, but not knowing exactly where you are, it's swinging wildly,
Right.
desperate to try and hit you. So with disadvantage, the first fork attack is a 19.
Oh, yeah.
Hits.
Yep.
Second one is an 18.
Oh, yes.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll do the tail one last. So you're going to take 6, 6, 8, 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the second one, you're going to take 12 points of damage. Piercing
Right.
damage on both. And then the tail comes in for a whip as well. However, that with the disadvantage is only a 13.
Yep, total miss.
So this time, yeah, you roll to the side as this poisonous barbed tail slams into the ground around
Okay,
you.
I also want to have a reaction as well.
Oh, that's right. You have Giant Killer.
Yes. Or is it Escape the Horde?
Something
oh, no, yeah.
like
Are they large or larger?
They are large. They are large creatures.
Then I'm going
large
to use a reaction
fiends.
to fire straight
So
back.
remember, you are at disadvantage because they're right next to you.
Fine, that's fine. 12, I'm not going to sharpshooter this one. 11, 13, 24.
Why'd you roll twice?
Disadvantage. Yeah. So 24 to hit.
Hits.
Would I get thunder damage on that?
I think that I think you upgrade Wilhelm so it always does the thunder damage.
Does it?
I think so. Sure, it does now.
Oh! 3, 8, plus 6, 14 damage.
14 more damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, I love him.
And then at the end of its turn, the blinded one's going to try and save out of the blindness. For a no, I think that's only going to be a 12. It remains blinded.
Ooh.
Yes.
Thanks to Alzra's spell. Alzra, It's your go.
Okie dokie. Let me see.
So there is one right next to you attacking you.
Yep.
And then there's one about 30 feet away attacking Reynard with the crossbow.
Okay.
And you can see Silvera is like got her eyes closed, concentrating.
Yeah.
She's like, keep them away from me, Alzra. I must complete the spell.
Okay, the one that's attacking me, I would like to cast Ray of Sickness on it.
Okay.
At
Is
5th
this
level.
a ranged spell attack?
It is a ranged spell attack.
So if you try and cast a ranged spell while it's in melee with you, you have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
Just to keep in mind.
Alrighty. Let me see.
So
if
you
I've
can either
got
risk an
anything.
attack opportunity to move away and let it get a free swipe at you,
Mm-hmm.
and then cast a spell and you'd be fine. Or you can switch to a melee attack, or you can just try and use the ranged spell whilst it's next to you.
Let's try a melee attack. Let's get the old swordy sword out.
Okay, so
Swordy
you pull
sword.
out. The thing is Katie can see what the sword is called.
Yeah.
I don't.
So you watch as Alzra pulls forward this large,
I don't know what it
obsidian
does.
black katana.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
I'm sure it's probably going to be something creepy, knowing you.
yeah.
Is the blade just unnecessarily large?
It's a long sword. It's
like
a big
Sephiroth.
boy.
Oh, so it's long.
Like a Masamune,
Oh
yeah.
my god. Okay.
So this gives me a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made on this magic weapon.
It should
If I
already
wanna
be added,
use-
so just
yeah.
use the attack bonus for the sword.
Okie dokie. So I'm going to charge up and slash him.
Yep.
So that is, not great. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to hit.
14, you swing it up, but the this one who isn't blinded just kind of laughs, and it uses the two-pronged fork to just deflect the blade and spin it like away from its body.
Nice.
But can I use Fighting Spirit as a bonus action? So I can give myself advantage on weapon attack
Yeah,
rolls?
because you have another attack, so
Yeah.
really you should announce it before.
Okay.
Good, this is your first time playing the character, sure, we'll say that you use that beforehand.
Okay.
So you have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll do it again.
But for next time, you have to remember to use Fighting Spirit first.
Oh.
Roll again.
Easy.
better.
Roll
Easily
again in case
hits.
you get a crit.
Okay, so I've got 19, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 27 to hit.
Yeah, that would have hit, yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Cool. And then I will roll my damage.
Oh, so was that your second attack?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to
Okay.
say that retroactively she kind of used Fighting Spirit in between the two attacks.
Yeah.
Technically you
So-
can't do that, but it's Ree's
Oh,
first
I
time playing
see,
the
okay.
character. So,
Yeah. So,
so the second attack hits.
D10 plus 3.
It should be.
Or is it
it should
D8?
add a little bit more because you should have the +2 to damage as well. Just check the damage column on the.
Yeah, it's D10
Plus
plus 3 with a plus
Oh, okay.
2.
Oh.
So 1, so that's 4 damage.
So 4 damage. Do you want to spend any of your channel divinities? Because I know you can use
I
those.
can, yeah, let's do that. Let's do Channel Divinity as well. So that
It's
gives
the
me...
touch of death, I think. Or
Touch of
something.
Death, yeah, it's extra 25 points of necrotic damage.
So
Oh,
watch.
just
She brings the blade
insane.
forward, and you watch as Alzra cuts the devil, but it's only like a small scratch along its arm. And
Right.
it kind of like, and then you watch as the wound turns black and begins spreading off of its arm, as it begins curling around and just like turning black and sick, and it like, and it clutches towards it.
Oh no. I don't like that at all.
Are you done, Alzra?
I'm done. Yes,
Okay,
thank
Cam
you.
Buckland.
Can you just set the scene of positioning at the moment?
So at the moment, you kind of have this blue ritual circle in this beautiful garden landscape. The statue of Baldur behind you. Silvera stood in like a magic circle. Alzra is next to her, and one of the fiends, these horned devils, is fighting Alzra. About 30 feet away is Reynard fighting a blinded one. And then Elora, I think, is still stood in the circle with you.
Hey, buddy.
I don't want you here anymore. Banishment.
Which one
Ah,
you
right.
banish?
Reynard. 5th
Against
level.
Reynard? Okay.
5th level.
Tell me what it
Charisma
does.
saving throw, please.
Yep.
Against an 18.
Yeah, just charisma saving throw. There's no advantage or disadvantage or anything.
If
Sometimes
the
these-
target is native to the plane, you banish them to a harmless demi-plane.
Yeah, that's right.
If
It just
you're-
sends it back to their home plane,
Yes.
doesn't it? So charisma saving throw, DC 18.
Yes.
7 plus 7 is a 14.
Yay!
So
Hey!
it's Reynard's one.
Yeah, so you lift up your symbol of Avandra, isn't it?
I do have
Yeah.
a holy symbol.
Holy symbol of Avandra. Probably like the one thing you might have kept, I think. Like, you kind of point it up. I don't want you here anymore. And you just watch as it just, boink, it just vanishes in a pop. As this
Oh.
devil just vanishes before Reynard's eyes. Now, you
Oh.
have to keep concentration on it, I think. Oh no, that's only if it's not native to the plane. I think it's
Yeah,
just you
so it's
send
just
it
gone.
home.
Oh, it's gone.
I think so.
I think it's just gone.
The target remains there until the spell ends, which is concentration up to a minute.
But if it's not its native plane, it sends it home, right?
Yeah.
There. So it just sends it home.
So it's gone?
It's just
Bam.
gone.
That's XP.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
XP.
Oh, man.
It'll be different when you're in hell fighting fiends, because then you'll be on the same plane, so it won't work. But this one, you just lift it up, and with a flash of light, it vanishes.
Hey.
I don't know why you guys fight the things all the time. You just send them away.
Well, these things, yes.
Would you like to do anything else, Cam Buckland?
Far again.
Okay. Elora.
I would like to cast Blight at 5th level, please.
Okay, sure, yeah. What saving
On
throw?
the remaining
That's
one.
XP.
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw. That is a 16.
Fail.
Roll
so
damage.
Oh, nope, we're losing one. 16, 17, 9, 20, 1, 2, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 36. 36 necrotic damage.
36 total damage.
Yep.
Nice.
That would go.
Nice.
Okay. So you watch as you almost, I'd probably imagine like you target the same blackness
Yes.
that Alzra
seeing
caused.
seeing that Alzra has done that, I'm like, okay.
You channel the natural weave of life in the air around it, and you watch as the blackness begins to spread down the arm and up it, and the devil like clutches down towards its arm. But you can see this intelligent eyes from behind this faceplate as it's scanning the targets, and the eyes actually settle on Cam, having sensed it banishing its friend. It's like,
I'm smiling my armpits when he looks at me.
anything
Totally
else, Ilora?
distracted.
No, I'm good.
Reynard.
So the language they're talking, is it Draconic?
It is not.
Okay, fine. Because I know that now.
No, it's not draconic.
It's actually Simish from The Sims.
Also,
Skirligabergen for you.
what
Gabbly-googly-googly.
what monster types are there as well?
They are fiends.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, no favorite enemy.
I remembered favorite enemy though. After all
Well
this time,
done.
Oh, goodness.
Right.
Well done.
I'm going to unsheath a very bejeweled scimitar. This glowing like this blue radiant glow, and I'm
Here
going
we
to boomerang it round while yelling Axul,
Oh.
and
He's back.
swing it into the
So you
the
launch
one remaining
your
enemy.
dancing sword.
My dancing
Axul.
scimitar, yes. And that is a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
For 5 damage. Wow.
Ooh.
That's right, 5.
5 points of damage. Nice.
Look good there, right?
Look good. Look
It looked
cool.
So
amazing.
it like spins around, but it's a bonus action to launch Axul, isn't it?
Yes.
So what would you like to do with your main
So-
action?
I want to shoot twice again.
Okay, yeah.
Sharpshooter?
Sharpshooter, absolutely. So double sharpshooter. Natural 1 and a 4.
Wow, that's not going to happen.
So that's 12 was the highest one.
This one probably you do strike true, but the armor of these fiends just deflects the bolts off.
It's still a hit then.
Technically, it's it. Yeah. For the point of like, Reynard is too good of a marksman to really miss something like that.
Yeah.
Oh look, this guy's actually kind of what they look like.
That's
Kinda looks
terrifying.
Like, yeah,
Just
but imagine
That
like
is
huge
terrifying.
wings.
Those perspex.
So huge
There's
wings
a window
and
there.
pitchforks, basically.
Yes.
So yeah, like he's too good of a
Okay.
shot for it to miss, but it just didn't have enough force. Like the devil turns at the last minute and it bounces off, basically.
Yeah, he's too good. That's the problem.
Absolutely. The devil will kind of like hiss towards Alzra, and then with a beat of its wings, it's going to run and fly towards Cam, so you get an attack opportunity.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Nice.
do
Hit
it.
it. Hit it.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hang on, what am I doing?
What are you doing?
What are
am
you
I
doing?
I'm going to smack it with my sword.
Yeah.
Pleh.
Yep.
What do
So
you roll?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15 doesn't hit, sadly.
No.
So
Fair
again,
enough.
like as you go to strike, you just carve along its black armor
Ah.
on its rear. It drives the pitchfork into Cam twice, and it's going to try and sting him with its tail as well. So first attack against Cam Buckland is a 14 only.
No.
The next one is a natural 20.
Oh.
That might hit.
Oh, no.
That was pretty bad. That's going to be 36 points of damage
Ooh,
as this
okay.
pitchfork is driven into you, and then its stinger tail is going to whip round as well. For an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit as well.
Ooh, so with this
no.
one hitting, you're going to take 10 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Did the tail hit
Good
me,
for me.
at one point?
No,
Oh,
no,
no,
we
I
missed you both. Yeah. So con saving
con.
throw for you, Cam
It's
Buckland.
only a +1 for me. 20.
Oh, 20.
Ah,
Yeah, so the alcohol that you've been drinking for the past 3 years, you've actually,
soaks it up.
you know, you know how to deal with poisons. As soon as this stuff gets injected into you, you're just like, bah! Just sucker punch
That
yourself.
was Duovom anyway. Perfect. Thanks, buddy.
And just clear out the poison in your system, which
Oh
is a
my
very good thing. You
goodness.
do not want to be poisoned by these guys.
No.
Hey.
So, after the monster turn, we go back to Alzra. This creature doesn't seem to have any point of retreat, so it's just fighting until it's
Wait,
dead.
I recognize that
All right,
dragon.
thanks, Arcan. You're not in this show yet.
Awesome. So, where is he in relation to me and
So he's flown about 30 feet away
30
towards
feet
Cam.
towards Cam? Okie dokie. So I'm going
He's
to.
probably like hovering above you as well, like stabbing downwards.
Nice. So, an action. I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness on him this time
Yep, okay.
as 5th level.
Okay.
Fifth level ray of sickness.
So, you need to make. Well, it's a ranged spell attack. You need to make a Constitution saving throw, and then on a hit, you take 2d8 of poison.
Well, I only got a 14.
Okie dokie,
so-
and mine's 17.
Yep.
And then,
If you're casting at 5th level, it might do additional damage. as
yeah,
well.
when I cast it using a spell slot of 2nd or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for each spell slot
So
above
2nd,
first.
3rd, 4th, 5th. So you add another 4d8 to it. So it's 68 damage.
2,
3, 4,
5,
5,
6.
Now, just to
68.
check, is this poison damage?
This is poison damage.
So as the beam hits, don't worry about rolling damage. As the beam hits, it just seems to have no effect on this creature.
Oh man.
No.
It seems to be immune to the effects of poison.
Okie
Bye bye
dokie.
spell slot.
Goodbye.
But you still have a bonus action.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Anti-Life Shell around
You
me.
can't
No,
cast
you
an
can't
extra
cast
spell as a
those
bonus
spell.
action.
Oh, it's an action. It's not a bonus
Yeah.
action spell.
You could command the bone
Oh,
bros.
yeah.
The bone men.
Bone
That's
bros.
a bonus action. Yeah, the bone squad.
The
Bone squad.
brones.
The Brones.
The Brones.
Thrones. All right,
The old brones.
my boys. All right, I'll cast. Okay, I'll command Famine and Pestilence. They're my 2 bow shooters.
Yeah.
To
Just to take shots?
take shots at the
Sure.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got the
Nice.
stats for them, so make
Nice,
attack
nice.
rolls.
So
The other two can move as well.
yeah, but I just want my range dudes.
Yeah, I
So-
think the way that the spell works is she has to give one command to all 4 of them.
Yeah.
So if only 2 of them have
Yes,
bows,
thank
Oh, so 2 have bows.
Good.
Two
that's what I
have
think.
their
That's what I think
actions.
Rhiannon's had. Yeah.
Sharp
Do you have
bow.
shield
Plus
and
4 to
sword
hit.
and
Plus
shield?
4 to
Yeah.
hit.
Okay.
Just swords, I think.
Okay.
So the first one,
Nice.
19, 20,
Skeleton
20,
Nice.
23
Really?
for the first
Actually
one.
hits. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you take you watch as which ones are these? Is this
That
conquest
was
and
pestilence,
Is
wasn't
it?
it?
Yeah, Famine and Pestilence.
famine and pestilence both take aim. One
Nice.
fires and hits.
13, 17.
17 just misses actually.
Oh.
Okay.
But the first one hits, but do half the damage for me because their bows are not magical.
Okay.
Okay.
So D6 plus 2 for the first one.
Oh.
Well, I got a 1. So
3.
So
3.
3 half.
3,
Halves,
so 1.
One.
Yeah.
One damage.
1 damage.
Hey,
He
it
hit.
all adds up.
He
Yeah.
hit.
As we say in the UK, every little helps.
Every
Yeah.
little.
Every little
Very
helps.
good.
It's
Not
what, is that Tesco or Asda?
I think that's
can't remember.
No one here
Tesco.
knows.
I don't care. I know.
Yeah.
It's equivalent to Safeways, I guess.
Okay, Cam Buckland.
Firstly, ow. Don't do that.
Vaspuraktada.
Totally agree.
Oh, thank you. I'm having my thing fixed for me.
Mike.
Thanks, Brian.
I'm going to cast Spiritual
This is very
Weapon.
nice. I feel like I'm getting like a little massage at the same time. Thank you, Brian.
Do a shoulder
Thank you,
afterwards.
Brian.
Oh, lovely. Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, so bonus action, summon a spiritual weapon. What does it look like?
It looks like Juto's Guandao.
Okay,
Oh,
very nice.
Wow.
I'm going to cast that at 3rd level.
Okay,
I'm doing that.
so
and
bonus action.
it's going to attack straight away, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
How
Did
do
you
you
roll it
manage
off the
this?
table again?
Natural 20!
Oh!
Hey, very
nice.
good. So double all the dice.
Yeah.
Just realized these creatures should have been getting advantage on all their saves against spells. Never mind.
Against what? Spells?
Spells.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh well.
I mean,
Hey.
I think what?
90 minutes game.
But how many saves have they actually made?
The main one was the
spells?
banishment.
Oh.
That's kind of a big
Oh, that's
deal.
a big one.
Roll it. Let's see.
No.
Okay. They failed.
After the stream.
Yeah.
10 damage.
Is that doubled from all the dice?
20 damage.
You
No,
did
wait.
get a crit.
Yeah, that's not right. 10, 15 damage.
Doubled?
I doubled
That
the
is,
dice.
yeah, he
and then
doubled the
had
dice on that.
You double the dice and then dice, so it's 15. So Yep.
Nice.
So the spiritual weapon cleaves into the creature's side and it winces.
Oh, didn't like that, did you? No.
Ah!
I'm going to assume that's no.
That sounds like a no.
You still have your action. That's only a bonus action.
Okay, as my main action.
So you can't cast. You can cast a cantrip, but you can't cast any other big spells.
Okay.
Or you can melee attack it with your rusty dagger.
I might actually try that.
Yeah.
Shiv for a shiv. Okay.
Sure.
16 plus 8, 24.
24 hits. Yeah.
That's 7 points of damage.
Halved because it's not magical. So 3.
Every little helps.
Yeah,
Right.
but it does
Every
poison
little
da-
helps.
Does
Every
it do
little
poison
helps.
damage? It's rusty.
No. they're poison.
Oh,
They don't take any damage from
What
poison.
about
Damn it.
metal rust though?
Illora.
So I am going to hunker down and transform myself into an earth elemental.
So you watch as this tiny,
Yeah.
beautiful elven princess just morphs Transformers style into this rock creature.
She's back. And I am going to multi-attack, so I
So
get
you
two
just stomp
two
your way over
slam
towards
attacks.
the back of this creature.
Whoa, I
so-
forgot about that.
One's a natural 20.
Nice.
And one is a 18.
That both hit.
Both hit.
So do the
Sweet.
natural
so
20
natural 20.
and double the
So
dice.
we are
I know you're supposed to roll twice, but we do a double the dice rule because it's
8, 9,
quicker.
10,
yep.
12. So 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 on that crit.
9.
And wow, I rolled really high on that one too. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 on the other one.
So you watch
Oh,
as you reach
she's
up,
back!
you grab one of the creature's wings, rip it, and you hear kind of sinew sound, and then the other earth elemental punches into the side. It's still alive, but this thing is battered and beaten and bruised.
Oh,
One of its
man.
wings is kind of limping off as it kind of gently floats down to the ground, snarling around.
You'd probably rather a banishment, you know?
Yeah. You did the other one, a mercy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Reynard.
Oh, that was good.
Alora, same as last time.
Okay.
I'm
can
going to
prepare
run up to
myself.
Alora and launch myself off her.
Can I?
I want to rain death from above again.
So technically, Elora's already gone, but for
I didn't use
rule
my
of
movement.
cool,
It's
Would
her
that work?
reaction.
I will use rule of cool for her reaction to be to throw you up in the air.
Yeah. And
So
I'll
give me an athletics check from Elora
Oh, okay. Oh,
as
shit.
Earth Elemental.
Yep.
And then you make an acrobatics check for me, Rain.
Uh-oh. Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Not bad.
22.
22.
8.
8. So you're thrown
did
up
great.
into the air. You try to spin around, but it's been a while since you've done this, and you're kind of flapping around.
I can hear a crack in my back. Like,
I won't give you disadvantage because the athletics works.
Yeah.
I won't give you advantage though, so just a normal attack.
okay, cool.
She just
Um,
throws them up and she's like,
Yeah, you throw him up way too high.
So have I done a bonus action to do that?
No.
no.
We'll
Can
just
I-
say that's your movement.
Hunter's Mark.
Okay,
And I'm going to double shot again.
sure.
Uh,
What did you roll, a 23?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. Wait. 17, 8, 9, 20,
Yeah.
22.
oh no, you're trying to
22.
figure out how high I've gone.
Yes, absolutely I am.
I rolled a
Because you're going to
22.
come back down again.
Yeah. Okay, so I've done.
I can try and catch him.
The lowest is 19.
No, you used your reaction. 19 hits?
Too late.
19 hits. Okay,
Is
so
this with sharpshooter?
no, it wasn't.
Okay.
So 1d6, that d6, twice. 8, 1, 9, 12, plus 6, 18 on one.
Okay.
4, 2, 6, 4, 10, 16 on the other.
Okay, so the two bolts fire from the crossbow, bam, bam, slam into the creature. It just pierces down its spine, and it just erupts in flame, and its body begins to turn to ash and cinders and just vanish.
Oh,
Then you fall
Nice.
20 feet down,
yeah! Oh!
and you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on the grounds of your family estate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, oh, it's good to be back.
I'll walk over,
What, Podgy?
hand on his face,
Yeah.
Oh,
and do a nice healing word.
You
thank
don't-
you.
Why do
Every
you still not
time.
have cure
I
wounds?
know, this is Cam thing.
But it heals more.
What, you
I have cure wounds. I'm using healing word at touch.
Oh, for God's sake.
So that will be at level 4.
So 44
44
plus
plus
your
5.
plus 5. This is the D4, Chris Trott. It's not been that long.
Thank you, Daddy.
Don't ever call me
Daddy.
that ever again.
Daddy.
3, 4,
Please don't.
Brian's gone.
15 points.
15
Nice.
health
Nice.
points.
You're
back.
welcome.
You see kind of like a little bit of sweat pouring down her brow. The tiefling woman is like, looks over and she's just like, this spell is almost completed, but very well done. It's not often that horned devils can be taken apart so easily.
Just a really rocky thumbs up from the Earth Elemental.
Yes. She kind of like brings her hands together and that familiar crack sounds, and you watch as a kind of hole in time and space is ripped apart, and you can see a dark room of some kind beyond. She looks over and just kind of says, the portal to Baldur's Gates is open. This will take you to a little bookstore of mine that I run in my part-time. Ausra, will you take them to the Temple of Kelemvor? You know the way.
I will.
I will remain here for your other friend. Take my familiar with you. And she gestures for the bat to fly down, and it lands on Elora's shoulder. I will be able to use him to swap places with your companion so that she can just come to you wherever you are, even on the Nine Hells.
I will transform back.
The beautiful princess reemerges.
That's a great sound effect.
I like my sound effects. I know I don't need to make them, but I do.
I'm going to tear off like a dirty piece of shirt.
Right.
And while you were talking, I was scrawling like Mirella.
What with?
I've got some stuff.
Like what?
Got some stuff.
Like what? Have you got a pen?
Mud, all right, mud from the floor.
Okay.
I guess I've still got my large feather and inkwell.
Or you can see me start to write BRB on a rag.
BRB!
Mirella.
Oh
it's
my
working.
goodness.
Can I borrow a pen?
Do you want a parchment
Can you
too?
write?
Do you want me
I
to
can-
write it for you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you could.
Okay.
Or
What
I'll
do you
hand
want?
like a parchment and...
What do you want me to write?
To say, hey, Mirella.
I'll just write,
For
hey.
Hope things going well. Sorry about the wine spill.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm going to hell now, and if you could just look after the kid for a bit, that'd be super duper. Leave the door open. I'll be back soon. Okay, kisses. Love you. Bye.
I'm going to
Thank you.
write it, but I'll write it much nicer than Cam said
Okay.
it.
All right,
I'll
yeah.
write a nice message
Yeah.
and be like, P.S. This is Elora. We've got him. It will be fine.
Okay.
brackets.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, and then you can have like a footman.
Yeah, I'll call over
I
like
guess, my lord Farrowhorn.
we have a message that needs to be sent for Cam Buckland over here to...
My goodness, is that Mr. Buckland?
It
I
is.
didn't recognize
It's
him.
not a fan dressing up as him.
Yes, Mr. Buckland.
He probably
Hello.
looks better.
Very good
Alright.
to see you.
Yeah.
Lady Galanadel, yes.
Lovely to see you.
Yes. Yes, of course, my lord.
So the letter needs to be sent to
Mirella.
Mirella in
The woods.
the woods.
Do you have any kind of direction?
Honestly, I kind of just follow Mirella back.
Follow Mirella.
Should we have Master Felton use a location spell?
Please do.
Very
thank
well,
you.
yes.
And
I'll
also,
send it up to Champion's Hold for him.
if you can send a message back to Greybell as well, tell
Of course.
Grunker I will be back very
course.
soon.
Very
Gronka.
Yes.
How's that going?
Very well, actually. She's Anyway,
Yes, of course.
we'll be back very soon. All will be well. Correct? As Isra?
Alzra.
Alzra. Do you need messages? Oh, this isn't your...
Can you
No.
send a message to Nalistri too?
To Linley too. In...
Whatever you require, Master.
He's currently in the Moonspire.
How is old
Very
Icy
well.
Fingers?
Good, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Still got the...
Yeah. The ice hand. Yeah. He's it got cut off.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Hmm.
Distills and chills drinks.
The messages are sent,
Okay.
and the portal is waiting.
Well,
Okay.
once again,
I'll just gesture my hand very slowly. Shall we go through, friends?
I've told Cam to go to hell many times.
Now we actually get to do it.
Let's join him.
And don't worry, if the worst is to happen, I will gladly carry your spirits over to the afterlife. I'm very good at that.
That's very generous.
I
So
feel
sweet.
so settled now. I
Cheers.
feel
Thank
really
you.
reassured.
Do you want like Conker, Peabody, and the other guys go through first?
He's got very. I feel like I need to make excuses for you a lot, Cam. But anyway, he's bad with memory, so he tries to remember names, but he might not always. So,
Okay.
just
Well, I appreciate that, friend, but no, you can go through. I will make sure the portal's sealed on the other side.
Sweet, 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 sweet. Nice.
okay.
Yes.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, have we got drinks to go in? I think we need to party on the other side.
Tiefling woman just starts stroking her horns, like, yes, if you would please. There are, of course, drinks in Baldur's Gate.
I'm going to try and combat roll through, because I like the first one.
Sure. Acrobatics check.
Okay, sweet. 19 again.
Wah! So you watch as Cam vanishes. The rest of you follow.
Yep.
You feel that's the sensation that you've kind of felt with teleportation magic before, where it feels like cold spreads all across your body and then sudden warmth as you arrive in a slightly dusty, old, worn-out back room of a bookstore. The portal you see just vanishes behind you, and there is a door leading out. And you can see that there appears to be full of occult books. You can see lots of books written in infernal script. There's some sort of like summoning circle, a skull with a candle melted over the top of it. It's very creepy.
Right.
This is very nice.
Hey, did we
Very
just
nice.
stumble into your bedroom? Am I right?
I wish.
You
I wish.
Why would you wish that?
Meow. You hear this meow from the doorway.
What is that noise?
A black cat is just watching from the doorway.
Are there cats in Iraq?
Meow. Obviously not now, because you don't know what it is.
What is that noise? Alzra?
It's
don't
it's
know.
not my
There, it's
stomach.
there.
Ah,
I imagine I would have seen one before.
ah, nice.
It's very precious.
so precious.
He's scared of it.
No, it's just... No, it's not like this one at all.
Dashes
Maybe
away.
if we... Okay, fine. Alzra, this place... We've been to other planes before, Arborea and so forth.
Mostly Arborea,
Mostly
actually.
Arborea. Is this like that, or is this more? Is this another
Well,
world?
what would I know
It's a
about it?
world.
Yeah.
As far as you know, it's no different to the world you just visited, Iraq. It
Okay.
has cities and places, magic. Like it's been your home. It's like being on Earth. It's like trying to describe
Yeah.
Earth to somebody saying like, "Is this?"
Yeah.
Okay, I guess because Arborea was...
It gave
Was
us
it a
this
lot more-
Arborea
feeling
was
of-
inherently magical. It was tied to the afterlife.
It made us
Right.
feel
You
great.
don't get that sensation here. This feels like you're in another part of Iraq.
Okay. And also, what was that, by the way?
It was just a little cat.
Cat.
Yeah.
Cat. Mental note. Cat. No. No way.
No.
It did like a hiss thing. Do like
You hear like a sound of a
Yeah,
scraping
animals do
chair
that.
coming from the room connected to this one.
Are there people here? Are there other people?
Yes, there's people here. There's people everywhere.
Yeah, are there people that you know here though, or
I think
Are
like, you would
we-
know that Silvera knows somebody here, but you probably
Okay.
didn't meet them.
Okay.
This is Silvera's bookstore.
Yeah.
where now? Where do we go?
Well, we can go to find my notes.
How far is the temple that she said?
It's not far.
The Temple of Kellenvor, yes. We need
It's
to
not far
travel
from here.
there.
It's in the same district, so you can easily make your way there.
So we can make our way over there now. Is there anything you'd like to do while we're here?
Well, the people that preside in this place, are they centaurs? Do they have wings, horns? Are they big Goliath men? We've been before. We've seen so many different types of people and monsters and more. What are we expecting here?
Rainy, you saw what came out the portal. It's all like grotesquely horrible things. Just like, no, I'm joking. It's
So-
fine.
Is that the type of people that live in this, what was it, Baldur's Gate?
There's a good mixture. Lots of mixtures of friends everywhere.
You keep saying friends.
Yeah.
I
but-
don't think that we should call anybody monsters because it might just get us into trouble and offend people.
It doesn't have to
Maybe?
be prepared. I just want to know what we're ready to face when we open this door. What sort of...
I mean, the door's already half open.
I'm just gonna push it.
I'm
Open.
saying this loudly.
Elora pushes it open, and sitting, like, you can see, like, a large occult bookstore. There are rows and rows of different books,
Right.
maybe like a little alchemy table kind of set aside, and staring at the door, hand resting on a chin, dark hair kind of pulled down, is it looks to be like another moon elf, like Elora's moon elves. Pale skin, almost bluish in hue, dull eyes, black hair, black robes, is just staring at the door like, what are you doing here?
Hi.
Hello.
This is my worst nightmare. A
I
bookshop.
overheard everything that... yes, it is a bookshop.
Ugh. The worst.
And no, we're not all monsters
Oh.
or
See?
creatures.
We shouldn't call people monsters.
We've travelled many different...
I heard you.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm assuming that you're Silvera's friends.
Yes, friends,
Friends,
right?
acquaintances.
All
We really
friends.
just met her, but yes.
Are you Alzra's friend?
I've heard of her, but we've never met.
Right.
I'm Faladin Darkheart. I work here.
Right.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
It sucks, right? Do you have to read them as well?
I like reading. It's people that I don't like.
Right.
Now, are you buying something or are you just leaving?
I think we're just passing through, hopefully.
Okay, good.
Do we need to anything? Do we need to prepare anything?
Would you like to prepare anything?
Is there an,
would you?
I don't know.
What do
We've-
you want? I have books. You want books on devils?
Why would you want
Well,
that?
I mean, devils.
Don't bring like
Do
the
you have a
booky
guide?
smell with us.
A guide of Baldur's Gate, like a tourist guide type
A
thing
pamphlet.
that we could a pamphlet.
No, this is an occult bookshop. Sell spell tomes, books on devilry, books on magical equations. I don't have maps for tourists.
Well, do you know where the
So
nearest
dull.
tour guide is? I'd love to see the sights.
Where do you want to go? I can just tell you.
Temple.
Temple of
Yes, it's the Temple of Kelemvor, the Temple of
That one.
Lavanda. They're all nearby. They're just down the street there. Head towards
Okay.
the Temple District.
Well, it was lovely meeting you.
Oh, are all people from your world this cheerful? Oh, Alzra, how are you going to deal with them?
I don't know. They say a lot. They're very talkative.
No.
Look, when
we're nice.
I'm
Promise.
sure you are.
very shortly a tiefling will come through here called Juto,
Yes.
you'll have some fun with her, I promise.
She doesn't like talking to people either. It's fine.
I doubt it, but we'll see.
She's a
Okay,
tiefling.
then.
Darkheart, get out the way, and the cat scoots over.
Okay, alright, okay, let's leave.
yeah,
go
to
outside.
the temple.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
He picks up a book, Beginner's Guide to the Hells.
Right.
He's very
Beginner's guide.
nice.
He's very nice. Is everyone like this?
They're all very
Um,
nice.
You're nice?
I'm very nice.
You're delightful.
Everybody's very nice.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys make your way out of the bookshop. You see that the sign for it is, it's called the Midnight Oil as you're kind of making your way outside. Baldur's Gate is a bustling city. Unlike Talis Val, which had these quite wide open streets, this is very cramped. Everything is like condensed in. The streets are filled with thick crowds of humans, elves, halflings, dwarves, all sorts of different races. You see occasional dragonborn, tieflings, all wandering around. It's a real melting pot of cultures. Lots of trade, lots of merchant stands and shops all along. But Alzra, you can lead the party towards the Temple District. I mean, it doesn't take you long to reach the Temple of Kelemvor, a cleric, a god that you yourself are quite familiar with. The god of the dead, the equal balance between the two sides. There is a few... The crowds definitely part ways as the four skeletons kind of move with you. And there are kind of shocked looks. A few people are like, should we get the guards? And then a few people like, no, it's probably just a bunch of adventurers, some sort of necromancer. And you hear like, occasional comments as you're making your way down.
We could try and make them like look a little bit less threatening, maybe. Or are you used to people threatening to get the guards when they walk by?
They're threatening to get the guards.
that
Why would they
person
do
just said
that? But we're friends. Why would they
they're
do
quite
that?
they're quite intimidating. They do look very strong.
I just shout, "Don't worry, these are all my very good friends.
Everybody just like backs away.
Everything is
oh God.
fine. Don't worry, they won't hurt anybody." Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little halfling is like, all right, ma'am. Yes, no problem.
Oh, that's
Just backs out
great.
the way.
That's excellent.
Can I
Oh,
s-
fantastic.
Can I start druid crafting little flower crowns
Yes.
to put on the skeletons?
What is that? What are you doing?
It's just a little
What?
Do you like them? They're just little flowers, just to make them look less threatening. Just
She does this. You just got to entertain it.
Maybe,
one?
No,
No?
maybe just have one. I'll just take another one off, and it kind of just like dies a little bit in my hand.
Just immediately wilts.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
maybe keep one. One might be okay.
I'll take the second one back and make it nice again, and then put it on my own.
Okay.
You make your way
Okay.
through, and Alzra leads you to a large open plaza, and you can see a large temple with a golden disc with a pair of scales mounted alongside it, and this is the Temple of Kalimvor. And you can see that actually there are a large number of gathered soldiers, all wearing red uniforms with a badge of a flaming sun. And they are dragging priests out of the Temple of Kalimvor. And you can begin to overhear like commotion. They're asking questions, interrogating them. Some of them being dragged away. And there's a halfling woman who appears to be arguing with the watch captain. And as you get closer, you begin to hear that like, we know that Silvera was here, Catherine. Just tell us where she is. She's a wanted criminal.
Right.
She's done no such thing. I don't know who you think you are. What was your name again? I've never seen you around here. Who I am is not important. I'm the watch captain here, and what you need to know is that your little tiefling friend is a devil worshipper. We won't allow such thing in the city. Duke Thalamra won't allow it. She's here to bring order to the city. She was carrying 2 items belonging to this cult. A mask and a puzzle box. We want them now.
Puzzle box?
Oh, goodness.
You
We
can see
didn't
the
see a
guards are like
puzzle box,
covering
did
the
we?
entrance. You're either going to have to sneak past, or you're going to have to bluff your way through.
Oh, goodness me.
Cam walks
what
up
do
to
we-
them.
Right.
While you look at each other, Cam did this, which is the universal sign of I walk up to them.
Do.
Hey.
Who are you? Men, what are you doing? You can't come in here. This is a crime scene.
It's a temple, man. I came here to worship.
We've closed off the temple for now. There's
can't
devil
close my
worshippers.
religion down now.
Look, I just
That's
told you that we
unfair.
have. Look,
That's
I'll
really
tell
unfair.
you. Stop interrupting
Do you
me.
want to see where the mask is?
What? Did
I-
you just...
Yeah.
He like looks around, and he kind of pushes the old woman away. Who are you? What do you know about this mask?
How about we discuss this inside our prying ears?
Persuasion check.
16 plus, like, 20, I think? It's not.
Plus 20, I think.
Persuasion's plus 13.
So 30 nearly, 29. He looks you over. I don't know who you think you are, old man, but certainly, if you want to step inside, if you have information about the mask, you'll be handsomely rewarded for it.
I will.
Yes.
All right. The guys, these are my crew.
Very well. Huh. He looks over and sees the undead. Yes, I'm more than happy to allow the undead into the temple. That'll be fun, won't it, Catherine? And she kind of looks with these hot, like she is glaring at Alzra and the skeletons, like, you will not allow these undead abominations into my temple. You have no say in the matter, old woman. Come with me, friend. And he gestures to all of you. Yes, come. The Flaming Fist would like to speak with all of you.
I think I was like looking around the building, and then I like only just now realized, oh no, he's spoken to them. Okay.
And yeah, the Flaming Fist guards begin leading you inside, but this guard captain in particular. My name is Guard Captain Darius. I've been sent here on the Duke to inquire into a very nasty tiefling woman, a devil worshipper. Obviously, such fine folk wouldn't know anything about that, I'm sure. But if
No.
you have any information, well, I can make sure you're handsomely paid.
What's it going to cost?
What will it cost, my friend?
That's what I'm saying. How much will you willing to part?
What are you looking for? Gold?
Yeah.
How much?
2 million.
You are very funny, but seriously.
I don't know how to count. One of you two? 5,000.
We're not Cam. So you were looking for this mask and a puzzle box?
A silver mask and a puzzle box. They were stolen from a enclave. They were being investigated by magisters working for the Duke. A soldier, somebody from another country, stole them and delivered them to a devil-worshipping tiefling, a woman called Silvera Savikas.
Terrible. Who would do such a thing?
Unbelievable.
If you have information about the mask, I would hear it now.
Well,
Okay.
all I know is it's not on this plane anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's been taken elsewhere. We saw it in our plane.
You're
That's-
from a different world.
Yeah. It's in Arborea now.
How very interesting. Well, Cam, I would like you to
Ooh.
make a saving throw
Oh.
of a kind that I will tell you about now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
A wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
26.
So this
Nice.
man looks at you, and he's long dark hair, beautiful red armor, perfect skin. His features are flawless. And he looks at you, and there's a flare in his eyes, and you feel this charm wash over you. And for a minute, you see his visage flicker to reveal red skin, horns, and wings protruding from his back. But then it vanishes again.
Does anyone else see that?
Surely, you should tell me this plane's name so we can go and find the criminal.
Yes. No, we really should.
Yes.
Arborea.
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 Give me a deception check with advantage.
17 plus, I think it's
13.
3, 20.
Just +3 for
I
deception.
did advantage.
Oh, deception.
You only have +3 in
Your,
deception.
Yeah.
your deception
Oh, wow,
must be
okay.
higher
What?
than that.
20. Okay.
Still 20.
Yeah.
He looks. He's like, all right, very well. Come, men. We need to report to Thalmara. We'll need to find somebody that can send us there. They make their way off, and they leave.
Cool. Sorted that out.
Well done.
And you find yourselves in this kind of beautiful temple. It's almost like a mausoleum. You can see that there are sarcophagi, a place for the dead to rest. And there are stone stairs leading down into a crypt. Yeah, and you guys are currently in there on your own. The guards all leave.
I feel
Fantastic.
like one of the temple people were outside, right?
Yeah.
Oh, lots of them were, yeah.
That didn't want us to come in because of the skellies.
Yeah.
Should probably tell them that we've kind of put them on these bad guys on a different scent.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
kind of befriend them a little bit.
Sure.
I'll walk back out and go up to the woman who
Yeah,
was
so as you
talking
begin
before.
making your way out, the priests are coming back inside,
Oh,
having
okay.
been
Oh,
dismissed. And she looks at you. I don't know who you are, or why you're working with this heretic, but thank you for getting rid of the Flaming Fist. They were asking us questions. They were looking for Silvera, but they've seemingly changed their minds. You haven't told them where she is, have you?
No. Sent them the wrong way.
Where to?
Arborea.
Oh. She kind of, well, thank you. I appreciate you getting rid of them.
They're not going to fit in there.
No, I imagine not. I've never seen that guard captain before. Thalmara has been sending a lot of these mercenaries around town.
He's a
searching
devil
for
in
things.
disguise.
What?
He had horns and like red skin and stuff.
Of course, she's involved with all of this cultists.
Yeah, I saw that by the way.
Thanks for imparting that knowledge, Cam.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Great.
I'm here for you guys.
Great.
Silvera has sent you, yes?
Yes.
She sent you to find the portal.
Well,
The portal?
Yes.
who's asking?
She takes from beneath her robes a key, an ancient-looking key on a silver chain. Holds it out. There is a door in the crypt. It's not been unlocked for centuries. It will take you to a demi-plane that connects to the river Styx. That's how you'll reach Avernus.
Right.
Oh.
I will seal the
Okay.
door after you leave.
So is it
How-
like a river of sticks?
I'm
Or
afraid
is it
I know very little. This one would probably know more about it.
Why would it be a river if it's just full of sticks? You know?
It's not full of sticks.
What's it full of?
What?
Oh, just water, probably.
Souls.
Souls too, obviously. Souls.
You say you're going to lock the door behind us. How do we get back?
I'm afraid that is not up to me. I made my agreement with Silvera. We have protected the doorway to the demiplane for centuries. It is my duty to protect it once again.
Did you see any plants or trees on the way in?
Did I see any plants or trees on the way in? Nope.
I mean, there are plants and trees in Baldur's Gate, but travel through via plants doesn't allow you to across plains.
Not across plains.
Right.
Silvera will no
sure we will
doubt
figure it
have
out.
something in plan.
I hope
Okay.
so, because there's no point in going to rescue Trelamar and then all of us getting stuck here. You know, that seems a bit counterproductive.
I can't stay too long away from the fam.
Well,
you know.
but time does pass differently, remember? So it will be longer. We'll have a long time here, but then it won't have passed as long on our plane.
And maybe when we go into this river Styx, maybe time passes slower here than when it passes there. So maybe it'll pass slower in our actual world. Maybe I don't remember where I am.
Shall we just go
Cam
to
is
the door?
dribbling.
I'll lead you to the portal. She descends down, leads you through into a crypt to a large stone door, engraved upon which is a winding river and a single boat with a skeletal ferryman.
That looks familiar.
Are these
Very beautiful.
yours?
She
She's
places the
not mine.
key against the door. Eons of dust and debris falls down as the door rises above.
Remember that time
And a
when
shimmering
you
grey
weren't there.
fog.
you weren't there? But we got on a ferryman boat with a skeleton. He has to ask us like a real personal, deep secret.
Right.
Trelamar told us that he had to kill somebody. He murdered somebody. Yeah.
That's very funny.
Passing beyond here will take you to a new plane. It is connected to the river Styx, and from there you will be able to reach Avernus. Be wary. The hells are not to be underestimated.
Right.
Thank you for doing this. Whatever the reasons you are working with Silvera, I know it is ultimately for the benefit of Toril.
Yeah.
And for Trollimar.
It's an honor to travel down this river. I've been looking forward to this.
We welcome the guide. Trust me.
She just gestures.
Don't you worry. We're all very powerful. I'm going to touch her and cast guidance on a cantrip.
She just looks away.
I'm just nodding.
Good luck.
Well,
Thank
I will seal
you.
it once you have stepped through.
Okay, shall we?
Let's go, brave
It's for
adventurer
Trelamar.
friends.
we're joined together again for another adventure after all this time
gonna
to
get
save
selfie?
Tom, go
a,
through the fucking door with your inspiring leader
a
feat.
great friend and ally of ours.
Tom, we've got like a few minutes for the stream.
Let's go! Inspiring leader.
Thank you, Tom.
How many hit points is that?
That was probably actually inspiring for once.
Yeah, maybe.
It's some.
All right, we'll figure that out
We'll
later.
figure it out. Yeah,
Nice.
let's go in.
You guys pass through and you feel that same sensation of traveling through the plains. This intense cold followed by a flash of heat. And as you emerge, you find yourself in this thick mist in a mountain pass weaving through mountains. As you all pass through, the grey mist just closes behind you, sealing off the way back. You travel through the mountain past. There is no grass or ground. Instead, it appears to almost be like a ground bone beneath your feet. And the mountains are a pale grey. You make your way down, and before you, you see a curling, bending, twisting river of green water. But then you begin to see visages, faces, bodies being pulled through.
Oh, she wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
I thought that was just a thing.
Ulzra's skipping.
A dock. You see this kind of decrepit wooden dock falling apart that leads out into the water. And built around the dock is a giant skeleton of a dragon. Its wings kind of embedded into the mountains, its tail flowing into the water itself, and its great jaws hanging above the entrance to the docks.
Oh, I wish I could take that with us. He would make a great friend.
I don't. I do not. Not one bit.
Ah,
tourism here must be at an all-time low. Like, this
everything I
isn't
dreamed
appealing
of.
at all. It's the worst. I'm guessing we don't want to touch that water, right?
I don't want to touch anything.
No, I'm
Fair.
gonna just keep my arms to here. No,
Keep your arms
keep my
within
arms
the
to
cart
myself. Yep,
at all
appreciate
times.
at all times.
Don't do that. That looks like you're in a coffin. Which is
Uh.
exactly what they want.
For Trelemar, though.
Throw them up.
Oh yeah, for the money.
Throw them up.
Okay. So you make your way down to the dock.
Like
As you
really
draw-
scrunched up.
Closer. You look up at the giant dragon skeleton. And as you take one further step, Reynard, one wing pulls itself free from the mountains. Another wing pulls itself free from the mountains. The wings rise up, stretching as if they were part of a creature not long dead. The tail pulls itself out, dripping with souls back into the River Styx. Clawed hand reaches down. Who dares enter the River of Souls? The living cannot live here!
Oh.
Roll initiative.
What now?
Sure.
You said you had like 3 minutes left.
Yeah, but guess what? I'm going to keep these notes.
Oh,
Because, Tom,
man.
how do you think our brand new mini-series is going to begin?
Oh, incredible.
With Juto not in this combat.
Well, in fact, actually, yeah. So, yeah, just tell me your initiative. So I'm interested to know if the dragon's going to go first.
21.
6,
22.
21, 22 for
19.
Reynard, 19 for Alzra. This really only matters if the Dracolich is going to go first.
Dracolich.
19.
Ooh, so he
So
doesn't.
there's 3 of us go first.
So 3 of you go first. So I think we'll
Resolve that.
I think we'll resolve that in the first episode of our brand new mini-series.
Yeah.
High Rollers: The Descent.
Nice.
The quest
oh,
for Trelemar.
Man. Another dragon for Reynard.
Yeah. So, thank you guys, everybody, for watching our little one-shot
Yeah.
here at D&D Live 2019. I hope that this is wet your whistle, excited you for our little mini-series that's going to be on the D&D Twitch channel, as well as hopefully on ours as well. You can check that out. Our regular game is every Sunday. It starts at 5 p.m. UK time, which I think is like 9 a.m. Pacific.
9 a.m. here, yeah.
Yeah, just a quick rundown. We have Chris Trott, Katie Morrison, Rhiannon Gower, Tom Hazel.
Yep.
I've been Mark Charlotte Coombs. We also have Kim Richards, who joins us for our regular game. Sadly, she couldn't make it out.
Yes.
I want to say a big thank you to D&D Beyond
Yes.
and all the team. You're the best.
Oh, you're the best.
Thank you,
Thank you guys
guys.
so much for letting us be here and being part of
Yeah.
this and showing off
Love
the new
it.
stream.
And
Thank
letting
you,
us use your
Wizards.
amazing app as well,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
We actually planned like a bunch of the encounters using the Alpha Encounter Builder as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to be doing next.
Brian's
Which you're
doing a
gonna
little,
be doing next,
little
so it's
jig.
like-
Participating in.
So we
Little
have
jig.
Chris Trott is going to be part of the arena, Descent the Arena.
I'm a judge.
And you're a judge, and then we have Tom Hazel appearing on Roleplay Roulette
Roleplay
as well
Roulette
later today.
later
You'll
today,
see
yeah.
me again with the recap with Anna Prosler here at D&D Beyond Live. We've also got a signing at 2 o'clock,
Yep.
which we're going to try and do.
I'm going to be late for that. Sorry.
We'll probably do like a mini signing afterwards with Trott. So, yeah, so again, thank you. Check out Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. It's the brand new module. There's loads of cool stuff happening here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, D&D. Thank you so much, D&D Beyond. Great stuff. We'll see you next time.
Don't go
We've been the
anywhere.
High Rollers.
Very
Goodbye.
much.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See you.
In Baldur's Gate: The Descent into
Is that okay?
Avernus, what is the difference between, say, a devil and a demon? They have very specific agendas,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
So when it comes to devils, we're looking at, I would assume, people who want to barter with your soul, who are
Yeah.
very crafty and intelligent and clever, and demons